Good morning, sir. I am Josephine Rose Albarra from Group 1 with the qualification of Food and Beverage Services and C3 Superseded. So, my group members are Bumbita Joy Sidel, Baldon April Joy, um, Baal Jufel, and Kaganda Jomar. So, for today, I will be discussing what the 21st century basic competencies are and why they are related to the basic competencies of food and beverage services and C3. So, and uh, and for today, I will be discussing also why they should be integrated in the competency-based curriculum or the CBC. So, in the first slide, as you can see, there's a list of identified basic competencies. So, the basic competencies in food and beverage services and city superseded is that first, lead workplace communication, lead small teams, develop and practice negotiation skills, solve problems related to work activities, use mathematical concepts and techniques, and also use relevant technologies. So here's the list of basic competencies and in food and beverage services and NC3 superseded. So next, we have the list of identified basic competencies in the 21st century's unit of competency and C3 level. So first, we have lead workplace communication. Second, we have leads small teams and apply critical thinking and problem solving techniques in the workplace. Also, we have work in a diverse environment, propose methods of applying learning and innovation in the organization. Also, we have use information systematically. Also, we have evaluate occupational safety and health work practices and evaluate environmental work practices and also facilitate entrepreneurial skills for micro, small, medium enterprises or the MSMEs. So that's the list of identified basic competencies in the 21st century basic competencies. So okay, so we come now to the list of identified basic competencies of FBS, which is the Food and Beverage Services NC3, and also the 21st century basic competency. So the first competency is lead workplace communication. Same with the 21st century competencies. So, in integration in CBC is that this competency is integrated in the competency-based curriculum through different communication activities such as a role-playing, oral presentations, and actual services or simulations or the group discussions that the students practice a proper communication with customers, co-workers, with the supervisors during the laboratory activities and workplace simulations. So here they are trained to give the clear instructions, take orders properly, respond to the customers' inquiries, and report workplace concerns. So these communication skills are also developed through written activities such as preparing reports, order slips, and simple documentations related to a food and beverage services operations. So let's come now to the second second basic competency. So as you can see po, in food and beverage services and C3 basic competencies, we have lead small teams, which is same with the 21st century basic competencies is the lead small teams. So in integration in this two basic competencies in the competency-based curriculum is that through group activities and practical service operations. So where students are assigned as a team leaders or supervisors during a trainings. So the assigned leader is responsible for delegating tasks, monitoring the performance of the team, assessing members, and making sure that the team um, completes the task properly. So this helps students to develop the leadership, responsibility, decision making, and teamwork skills which are important in actual workplace situations in food and beverage services industry. So we come now to the number three, basic competencies. So we have a in food and beverage and C3, we have solve problems related to the work activities. And for the 21st century basic competencies, for the third is that we have apply critical thinking and problem solving techniques in the workplace. So in the integration regarding to the curriculum-based competencies, so these competencies is integrated through situational activities, problem-solving exercises, and case studies during the training. So students are given common workplace problems such as a customer's complaints, delayed orders, wrong serving, broken equipment, or miscommunication among staff. So they are trained to analyze the situation or think of possible solutions and choose the best actions to solve the problem. So this helps students or this helps the trainees develop their critical thinking and decision making skills related in a workplace or related to the real life scenarios. The fourth basic competencies, wherein the food and beverage services ancestry superseded, the basic competency here is develop and practice negotiation skills. While the 21st century basic competencies, the fourth one is the work in a diverse environment. So the integration in curriculum based in competency based curriculum here is that the competencies is integrated through group work, through role playing, and customer service activities where the students interact with different people, with different customers with different attitudes, cultures, and personalities. So students learn how to adjust their behavior, show how to respect, communicate politely, and handle misunderstanding properly. So negotiation skills are also practiced when students handle customers' requests, special orders, and service concerns. So these competencies or this integration helps students develop their teamwork, their respect, and interpersonal skills. So let's come now to the fifth one, wherein in the food and beverage NC3 superseded basic competency, the fifth one is develop and practice in negotiation skills. While the 21st century basic competencies, we have the proposed methods of applying learning and innovation in the organization. So in the integration here for the competency-based curriculum is that this competency is integrated by encouraging students to suggest a new ideas and improvements during the training activities. Students are asked to share ideas on how to improve service flow, table setup, customer service, and workplace organization. So they may also suggest new menu ideas, service styles, or promotional strategies. These develop creativity, innovation, and the ability to apply what they learned in a real work situations. So let's come now to the sixth one. We have use relevant technology, and in the 21st century basic competency, we have use information systematically. So this competency is integrated through hands-on training in using technology and information systems such as a POS systems, reservation systems, online or ordering systems, and basic computer application. So students are trained to gather information, record orders, prepare reports, and organize customers' information properly. So this helps students to become more organized, accurate, and efficient in handling workplace information and technology. Next is the seventh one is the solve problems related to work activities. So in the 21st century basic competencies, we have evaluate occupational safety and health work practices. So this competency is integrated through safety and sanitation training, demonstration, and the actual practice of proper occupational safety and health procedures. Students learn proper hand washing, proper use of tools and equipments, safe food handling, and how to prevent accidents in a workplace. And also the practice identifying the hazards and reporting unsafe condition during the training. Next is use relevant technologies. So in the 21st century basic competencies, we have evaluate environmental work practices. So this competency is integrated through environmental protection activities, such as proper waste segregation, recycling, proper disposal of garbage, reducing food waste, and maintaining the cleanliness in the training area. So the students are trained to follow environmental policies and sustainable practices in the workplace. This helps students to become more responsible workers and who care for the environment. So last is we have use mathematical concepts and techniques. So in the 21st century basic competencies, we have facilitate entrepreneurial skills for small, medium, and enterprises. So these competencies is integrated through activities related to simple business operations such as a menu costing, budgeting, pricing, inventory, and basic marketing. Students may also perform simple business planning activities like creating a small food business concept. So this helps students develop the entrepreneurial skills and prepares them for small business opportunities in the future. So that's it. So let's come now to the conclusion. So the 21st century basic competencies are very, very important in the competency-based curriculum because they help students develop not only technical skills but also the important part is the workplace skills such as a communication, leadership, problem solving, teamwork, technology, safety, environmental awareness, and entrepreneurship. So these competencies are aligned with the training regulation or the TR for food and beverage services and C3 to make sure that the students are prepared to the actual workplace. So the integration of these competencies is done through different training activities such as a role playing, group activities, hands-on training, demonstration, and workplace simulation. So through these activities, students are able to practice and apply mm, their knowledge and skills in real life situations. So this helps students become more competent, more confident, and prepared for employment, for entrepreneurship in the future. So therefore, integrating the 21st century basic competencies into the competency-based curriculum is important because it helps produce skills, knowledgeable, and work-ready graduates who can meet the demands of the food and beverage services industry in the modern workplace. So that's all, sir. Thank you very much po for listening. This is our presentation from Group 1. Thank you po.